Hi there, Craig here. Thanks very much for inviting me to join your lockdown lockdown experience questionnaire. So just looking at the questions and things you want to know, you're first asking like how has your life changed during lockdown, and quite dramatic really when I kind of cast my eyes back to what my life was like beforehand. Like what I was doing in the past was I do a lot of traveling for work, and me and my girlfriend used to go out quite a lot at the weekends. But obviously all that stopped almost immediately. So at the start, yeah, I probably spend 2 or 3 nights a week away from home. We were traveling for work, and then out most weekends. So we didn't really spend many like evenings in the house where we weren't really doing something. And that kind of like pace of life definitely slowed down after the lockdowns. Kind of continued really like onto just now. Like we're not trying to fill our diary up to the same extent as we had. I think we always used to have things planned Friday, Saturday. Drinks, dinner plans, days out, all that kind of stuff was pretty hectic, and I think that we really did appreciate having a bit more time to ourselves, just a bit more time to relax, and I think that's something that um, I'll take on going forward. What was a typical day like before lockdown, and what's it like now? So before lockdown, I'd probably get up about 7, leave the house at like half 7, and then I'd finish work at about 4, and then I would go to the gym, and then I'd be home by like 6, have my dinner by 7, and then I would then probably travel again, go somewhere else for work. Whereas now, like, my work's not really got kind of back to the full speed. So kind of like waking up a bit later now. I'm getting up like 8, or I'm working from home as well, so I'm getting up a little later, like getting up like 8 rather than 7. Um, and then there's not as much work on, so finishing a little bit earlier and just spending a bit more time to just relax. Really, I never used to have much time to like play like computer games, and now I find myself like spending 2 or 3 hours a day just to kind of fill the time. It's quite nice having that little bit of like downtime. That's for sure. What's been the hardest part for you during lockdown? I think the loneliness. I think like when you look back to the first one, when I first said I was doing it, I thought it would be easy. It's just a few weeks in the house, chilling out, 3 weeks, less work, play computer games, etc. It'd be great. But I just realised how miserable and lonely it got, and it was definitely like not being able to see people was really tough, definitely. Any skills or hobbies? Not really, to be honest. I play some computer games, but I don't really call that like a new hobby. Working from home has been okay. Like I don't have any kids or pets or anything, so it's been alright. I've got like a desk set up in the living room, so it's fine just to work from there. I think like my work's still okay. It's more like the social part of the work that you miss out on. That's the hard part. Like I'm not seeing my friends from work. You're just kind of stuck by yourself, and when it kind of gets to about 11 o'clock and you've done a good bit of work, and you're kind of like, you want to blow off some steam. You can't really do that at home to the same extent. So, but then at the same time, I'm loving the fact that there's no commute. Obviously, I can take my lunch when I kind of want it. I just cook myself a meal here rather than spending money going out, and finishing work and being at home and ready to do stuff right away. Like that, I would obviously love to be able to have that kind of like flexibility and time going forward in the future. But I think my company will get us back in the office once the government says it's safe to do so. And who you're in lockdown with? So the second one, I was just with my girlfriend. The first one, I was with my girlfriend and my flatmate at the time, Andreas. Uh, that was a bit more tricky of a situation because like we as a couple, were obviously couple and then another person. I think he found it quite lonely, and we're always trying to make it as inclusive as possible, but it was a bit of a weird dynamic, and he really struggled with it because him he didn't really have like be able to get support from his other friends and family, and as a result, he's kind of like paused his PhD for 6 months just to kind of take some time off for depression. So he really did um, take it pretty badly. Hope you found this useful, and I'm happy to get back and do another video if you wanted to ask more questions. Thanks.